Well, before I take a closer look at the Zion Judaica Tealight candles, I'd like to just first show you how they're packaged. They've got 5x5 rows, and then you've got 5 layers of those, giving you 125 candles. They're all shrink wrapped first, then packaged in a pretty sturdy cardboard box that pretty well ensures that they'll arrive okay and not damaged like some of them will if they're shipped in a loose in a plastic bag, like I've seen some of them where they can get messed up. So I'm going to come back in just a minute. We're going to take a closer look at the tea lights themselves. Alright, let's take a look at some of the candles themselves while they're burning. Here's I've got these 3 burning. I don't know how well it'll show up there. You see the flame. You get a pretty consistent flame on these. You can see each one has a little pool of melted paraffin around the wick, and in anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes the entire block of paraffin will be liquefied. That's why you need to try to keep them as close to level as you can, because if you put them on a slope like this, some of the paraffin will pour out and you won't get as good a burn time. So let me show you one that I have. I took some of these and tested them. I burned them until they were completely gone, and you see what you have left. There's just a little piece of metal down here that held the wick, and around the edges you can see just a tiny little residue of paraffin, but it burned every bit of the paraffin except for this very little amount that goes around the edge. So they're very efficient. I was getting about 4.5 hours burn time on these. Very good for that. Flames did not have much of a tendency to blow out unless they got a hard breath or a breeze blow by them. So I'm going to show you one more use for these, and we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I just wanted to demonstrate to you that these will float. The water comes up to within about a little less than 1/10 of an inch from the top, but as they burn and the paraffin fuel is consumed, they'll actually float a little bit higher. So all kinds of uses for these, besides from the obvious use as a teapot warmer or a food warmer, votive candles. You can use them for all kinds of clever accent lighting and little demonstrations like this, and where you have some water that they can float in. So that's a look at the Tealight candles. Full disclosure, I was provided some of these for evaluation and review. I appreciate your watching.